Ready, go. Okay, ready, go. First, the down the line view. So in general, when you swing, your legs are straight.
Okay.
You don't have much flexion extension here,
Okay.
just straight. So during the backswing, you tend to move, shift the right hip back here. Right leg is really straight, going this way here. On the way down, also you are sliding this way here, and the also leg is fairly straight.
Okay.
Yeah. So particularly your body shifts here, and then the arms come here. So you have excessive shift of the pelvis.
Okay.
So that's why the shot goes to the right.
Okay.
When you have a good impact, then the ball goes to the right.
Okay.
When you try to open it quickly, then you have really bad low shots.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a matter of how you move your lower body. It seems the upper body motion is reasonable, but okay. So let's activate your legs.
Sure.
Okay, and then we can go from there. So fold your arms, and then lean forward. And then we'll have just a simple shifting motion. Okay, shift to left, shift to right, shift to left, shift to right. So don't be afraid of moving the whole body. Right and left, right and left, right and left. And in doing that, now let's use the leg a bit more actively here. So when you shift this way, lower this side, then the knee will be bent. More. Yeah. And then push. And then shift to this side, bend the knee, and then push. And shift this side, push, shift, push, shift, push, shift, push, shift, push. Still, fairly, it's just a sliding, but you have to active push here. Try to push up. Yeah. Up, 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 up. And then you have tendency of sliding the body this way too much. That's your main issue. So try to keep it fairly symmetric both ways. Okay. So shift to right, push, and shift to left, and about here, and then push. Instead of sliding the pelvis a lot. When the pelvis slides quite a bit here.
Locks.
Yeah. So again, and then one way to limit this motion is using this leg really actively here. So push, and then push up, push up, push up, instead of sliding. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And then in the backswing, shift more, shift the pelvis more. And then when you shift, instead of moving the body, upper body this way, more going this position here. It's reverse pivot posture, right? So move the pelvis enough, but you don't have to, or you shouldn't lean away, okay? So rather, try to lean this way slightly at this position instead of leaning this way, yeah. Yep, that's very good. And then similar posture there. Yeah. So naturally, in order to reach that position, you have to use the legs more actively. Okay. Now, put your arms down. And what we'll do is we'll turn and then try to reach out here, up. Imagine you have some sort of switch here, and then here. So turn and then touch the switch, go and touch the switch. And you have to use your legs. When you use the legs, you can easily maintain the balance. But if your upper body is going, your lower body is passive, then you can lose the balance actively using the legs. Yeah. So if the switch is located a bit higher, then you have to reach out, right? By pushing the leg. By pushing the leg and then try to stretch more. Yep. So that's the leg action, remember. As you will swing, you really have to push the leg here, push this leg, push this leg. Using the legs, you push the ground. Using the foot, you push the ground. So push on this side, push on this side, push on this side, push on this side. So put the accent at the pushing action with the leg. Yep. So now let's dance with me. So we'll continue to swing back and forth. Swing left, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And they have similar body motion. Pushing the leg, and then they will keep pushing the ground with the leg. You will be able to turn the pelvis, and then with that, turn the upper body. Swing, swing, swing. 1, 2, 3, wind up, swing. So here, what's important is, as you swing the arms both ways, you have to use the leg on that side, the direction you are turning. If you're turning to the right, you have to use the right leg actively. If you're turning left, then you have to use the left leg actively. Again. Okay. Swing, swing, have a little bit of up and down motion. Push up, push up, push up, push up, push up, push up, push up. 1, 2, 3, wind up, swing. And then as you push up, obviously if you want to move your body up, then before that you should have a down motion. So if you lower this side and then push, lower this side and then push, lower this side and push, this will be a lot easier.
So right now I'm not.
So you can add a bit more. Yeah. So as you shift, drop that side and then push. Yes. Yeah. Swing, 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 up, 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 up. Yeah. So in doing this, you have to use the legs. Particularly, you have to use the leg, the knee flexion extension, so that you can push the ground with the leg.
Yeah, I notice when I'm going down, it's hard to laterally shift. Once it's down, I have to.
Yeah. And more importantly, once you have this vertical rhythm, then the overall your swing rhythm is basically controlled by the vertical rhythm, the leg actions. So you cannot go, too quickly. So the timing, the tempo, everything is dictated by the leg actions.
Okay.
Again, keep the arms light, just shake it. If you move your body, then the arms will shake, right? Again, so use, and then have a little bit of ballistic motion of the body. Swing, left, right, left, swing, 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 swing. 1, 2, 3, wind up, swing. Yeah. So always when you try to swing, you have to use the leg and push the ground. With that, the pelvis will move up, the hip will move up and slightly backward. Using that, you create this turn motion, and then the upper body turns with it. So the turn motion is coming from the leg action.
Okay.
Instead of just to try to turn the body. Move away and then try to turn the body like this. Use the leg and then push. So the leg action should promote the turn motion. Okay?
Got it.
So that's the idea. Now, let's swing the rope back and forth. Here again, basically you have to use the same rhythm that you developed just a moment ago with the arms. Okay? So have more up and down vertical rhythm. And then you don't need to drag the rope. Let the rope go. Throw the rope. Give just enough speed to the rope. Then it will automatically go around your body. When you swing, you're pulling the arm here, pulling the arms. Your body is sliding and then pulling the arms. Instead, remember, by pushing the ground and then reach up, reach out. So reach out, reach out. Throw the rope both ways. It's not pulling, dragging. Rather, drop and push, throw out, throw out. That way you can use the leg and the upper body correctly. Let it go, 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 let it go. Now, let's connect all these. Okay. If it's too rough, then it completely stops, right? So, make it continuous. Swing, 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 swing. Instead of make it continuous. Push out, throw out, throw out, throw out, throw out, and try to have more rhythmic motion. Then you have to really play with the rope. So on the way down, what happens is the right arm is pulling this down quite a bit here. You're coming all the way down here with the right arm. But instead, try to throw it with your left arm. So let's practice this. Okay. Put your right hand on your belt. Okay? And then free the left arm here. And during the backswing, you'll bring the left arm here. The shoulder turned this way, right? From here, in the downswing, you are throwing the left arm. So with that, you are using the left leg, push and throw. Yeah, go in and then out, in and out, right, left. Try to throw the arms. So instead of dropping all the way here and going up like this, try to have a slope here, turning this way. Yeah. Throw, and then good wind up. Here, in the backswing, good wind up. Using the shoulder turn, you are throwing the arm. Throw. You're sliding the pelvis left too much. Instead, have more shift to the right. The hip is moving backward too much. So remember what we practiced. So go here and stand on the right side. Stand on the right side. So you should be able to do this. You have to support your body well with the right leg here, instead of the right hip going backward. Okay? So good. So you're standing on the right leg here. Tap, tap, tap. Yeah. And with that, you'll have good shoulder wind up. From here, using the shoulder turn, throw the arm. But when you throw, Basically, you are sliding and bringing this down like this, and then go here. Instead, from here, try to turn this way more. Turn this way more. Okay. Instead of dropping down and then going here and then left shoulder going high like this, rather swing and then turn more this way here. Give a slope. Yeah. Your issue is as your hands comes down, your pelvis sliding this way too much. That's why you have this motion here. But from here, in your image, instead of bringing this down and then go, just from here, throw by using the leg. And then here. This hip also has to support your body reasonably well. But if the hip slides backward too much, then everything is sliding here. So while you still have to move the left hip backward, but if it's too much sliding like this, instead try to kick and then move your body up. And then also on the left side, say if you have good shift to the left side, so shift to the left side, stay there, and then tap, tap, tap. But then it's not that easy. That means you're not supporting the body that well with the left side. If you really support the body well with the left side, it's just a matter of simple tap, 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 tap. So you have to both ways. When we have this dance here, when you have active motion of the legs, instead of going back too much, if you really have good support here, the legs are pushing the ground, and then it's basically bearing most of the weight here. So on this side, have you practiced something like this? So standing in front of the wall, keeping your butt touching the wall, and always try to maintain the...
Sure, yes, of course.
That's bad.
I know.
That's causing the trouble. You tend to slide your pelvis back too much.
Yeah.
That's why, in both ways, the right hip is going back too much, left hip is going back too much.
I think I was trying to prevent overextension, keeping it back. And so that's my old,
Yeah, but everything has to come from active leg action. When you have really active leg action, you can control this motion. But if you just slide, and you lack the vertical rhythm. So always you have this sliding motion. Instead, again, have up, this motion, up. Always up. The accent is at up, push. There is no reason intentionally try to slide your pelvis a lot. Just to support your body, up. Yeah. And then try to flip the hands like this. Swing. Swing. And now both arms. But instead, try to drag the right arm down. Try to throw both hands out this way, toward me. Throw. But you have to push the ground up.
I'm still sliding, huh?
You're sliding a lot. Because it's your habit. Already it's built in your system. So you always go like this, quite down here, sliding away to make the space here. Okay, now let's go back to the rope swing. When you do the rope swing, this time keep the body upright and try to swing it more horizontally. Okay. But here, your goal is just swing back and forth. Don't try to intentionally do this. Just to feel the motion of the rope around your body. When you keep enough speed, it will go around your body here. So, throw, throw instead of doing anything like this.
Just upright.
By actively turning the body, throw the rope. Still, it's coming like this. Just throw it. Instead of dragging, throw it out. If you look at this, let me record this. Swing, 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 swing. Look at where your right elbow is. Your right elbow is down here. So what you're doing is you're going here. Already in this position, you have to go this way. Okay? You're not letting this go up. So even if you are maintaining upright body posture, but if you keep the hands a bit down here, it's more comfortable. Then here you have to bring the hands slightly up here. It's anatomy that dictates this motion. But in your case here, going here, instead of going up here. So in my case, my hands are here. Okay? Down here, but hands are going up to my shoulder. Swing, keep swinging. But what you do is keeping the elbow down here. So bring the hands a bit higher. Bring the hands higher. So this is what dictates your swing. If you keep it low here, you have to bring it down. In order to bring this down, you have to make a space so that you have to. That means you have to shift your pelvis or slide your pelvis to make the space. Then your hands can go here. That's why you have that motion. Okay? So instead of dropping it down, try to turn around. The final position, you are going to this position like this.
Okay.
It's high up, left side is high up, and the right side is low. The elbow is down here. You're swinging like this. Instead of, this should be lower. This should be higher. And then just a comfortable position to this position here, instead of, already then your spine is tilted. Yeah. So you have to go more to this position. The hands will be about here. Okay? Yeah. It's too high, about here.
I'm here.
Yeah. And then more importantly, your left shoulder is high. You're always going this way here. So this is it's because the way you start the backswing. Could be because of instruction, but when you start the backswing, you always go to this position, as if you are lifting a tray or something. Go to this position here, and then try to bring it up. So the left arm is high up here, your right elbow is way down here. Instead, if this is the motion of the club here, then let it go. If you continue this motion, you're going to this position here. Okay? Versus this. So you always try to flip your hand and then try to lift the club this way. That's why the right elbow stays low. Right arm is way higher here. Have to come down this way. But just let it go during the motion. Let it go and here. Okay? So as you go to the backswing position, go this way here. The left side should be lower instead of extending like this. Here. And then, go about here. Okay. So if this right elbow goes out here, then you also have a problem. Okay. So this is a problem. This is a problem. So just go here. So if you keep moving the rope and then go here, is this position, you don't have to do this. So pay attention to the motion of the rope. That's good. That's good. Yeah. So you will have similar posture. Now this side is quite flat here. So similar. If your arms are here, swing and then go to a similar position here. Okay? Instead of here going too flat here.
Okay.
You really need to reshape your swing. Yes, and then give enough speed to the rope so that you don't intentionally try to manipulate the rope. Yes. Yes. And then in that, use your legs up and down. Use the legs. Still opening to the left side quite a bit. You are not really pushing the left leg. Swing, 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 swing. So look at this. So on the way back, so here's your rope in the hand. So remember this position. But then on the way down, you see where your hand and rope is. At the back, you are here. Yeah. Now you're here because you are dropping this quite a bit. So in other words, in the backswing, the rope was here. On the way downswing, your rope is here. Two completely different plane here. Okay. You have to adjust this slope here, and keep them closer. So you have to go a bit steeper here, and also downswing plane should be a bit steeper so that they don't, the two planes, the backswing plane, downswing, they don't go like this, but rather
meet. Okay.
Yeah, a bit closer instead of completely separated. So that means you go up and then just to throw the rope instead of try to drag it. Move the body like that, sliding the pelvis.
So there's like two issues going on. One is like trying to keep, and instead of sliding more up, and then also at the swing plane.
Everything is actually connected.
Oh, I see.
Because you're sliding here, the hand drops quite a bit here. That's why you have really low plane here.
Got it.
Yeah. So at the top, you have plane here, but on the way down, you have plane here. So the two planes.
Dr. Kwan, if I were to focus, then should I just really focus on the lower leg action? Then would that automatically make it easier to?
No, you have to kill your right arm. You have to kill your right arm because your right arm comes down all the way dragging. That's why you have all these issues. This, of course, is possible because you are not using the ground that well, or because of this, you cannot use the ground that well. And then because of this, you have to slide the pelvis toward the target quite a bit. And then when you have to slide, then it's hard to push, right?
Yes.
So instead of going up reasonably, it's going backward. So you have this fairly, it's a bent position here.
Sure.
Okay. So instead, if you just pay attention to the rope motion, if you want to have a really consistent rope motion back and forth, instead of using the body the way you want, pay attention to the rope. Let it go, come down, let it go, come down, let it go, come down, back, down, back, down. When you have a consistent motion plane here, both ways, that means you have to downplay certain body motions, right? So your goal is to come up with really consistent swing plane back and forth.
That's the goal. Okay.
Yeah. Swing, swing, and then particularly try to have more up and down motion, a little bit up and down motion. Yes, exaggerated. Actually, let's go with the exaggerated up and down motion for the moment. Okay. Swing, and also, here. But on the way down, with the exaggerated up and down motion, your goal is not to pull it all the way in, but rather, when you develop speed, then simply let it go. So down here, the rope will accelerate, and using that speed, simply let it go instead of keep pulling in. You keep affecting the motion of the club near the impact. Instead, if you have enough speed here, then simply let it go instead of try to pull it in all the way.
Okay.
So develop speed and then simply let it go. So in order to make this motion really consistent, you have to use the speed of the rope. And then when you have just to give enough speed to the rope, then it'll just move along a plane. All you need is give speed. Imagine the swing in your backyard. So it comes up here and then push, comes up and push. With this action, the swing will move consistently. The same thing. You just throw the rope both ways consistently and get rid of the exaggerated body motion like this. Okay? So you have a lot of backward motion of your pelvis. But simply try to have a good up and down motion. And downplay the backward motion. So throw the rope to me. Throw the rope toward me. As you're doing this, just to throw the rope. No need to have excessive body motion. Simply throw the rope the way you want. When you throw the rope, no need to have excessive body motion. So starting from here, if this is squared, and then outward, and inward, and squared, without changing your body motion that much, you can just change the direction of throw.
Okay.
Instead of
So I'm doing
or doing this.
I see.
You see, you have exaggerated body motion. Just to feel the motion of the rope and throw the rope, easy, let it go, yes, let it go, and then have a little bit of rhythmic motion of the body, throw. Now you downplay the excessive pelvic slide. Okay, so the motion is getting simpler. No need to slide a lot and then try to bring this down here. Just use the rope, have consistent motion of the rope. Yes. Swing. Just have up and down motion, no lateral sliding. Up, left up, right 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 up. And then in doing this, in the backswing, you are just folding your arm. Try to put, instead, turn the shoulders. Turn the shoulder, turn the shoulder, turn the shoulder, turn the shoulder, both ways. So particularly in the backswing, try to turn your shoulders more. Instead of bringing the arms here and then try to go down.
Okay.
So the leg push will give you a good body turn. Yes. Yeah, so in the backswing, in your image, your goal is to turn this way as much as possible. instead of try to quickly pull it down.
Okay.
Push the ground with the right leg and then give enough wind up. That's your main goal in the backswing. Good wind up, let it go. Good wind up, let it go. So at the top, do not stop early, but give extra shoulder turn, good wind up, reach to the switch. Swing, 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 swing. Yeah, so the key is the rope motion or the club motion, right? The club head will go and then hit the ball. But if you move your body too much, then this affects the motion of the club near the impact.
So was I doing it right then?
You're getting better. Now you feel the rhythm better and better. And then the rope motion is getting better. So, we have to eliminate the excessive body slide, but rather having this rhythmic motion, up, when you conduct an orchestra, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So up, 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 up. That means you have to push. So the metronome tick, when the metronome tick happens, you push the ground so that you can try to move the body up and up. And then with the up motion, try to throw the rope out, reach out, as if you have the switches, right? So again, it's not pulling down, but rather throw up. Yes. Yes. Kick the left leg. Kick. 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 Wait. But still, when you add your effort, still it should be controlled.
Okay.
But if you lose the timing and then you rush, then you are out of control here. So in order to swing hard, actually you have to have a more wind up here.
Okay.
If you want to swing hard in the downswing, just give more wind up in the backswing.
Okay.
So you have to maintain consistent motion. Throw, let it go, let it go, let it go. So if you want to swing hard in the downswing, you have to have good push with the right leg and have more wind up in the backswing.
Instead of trying to.
Right. So when you try to put a lot of effort in the downswing, you always try to pull, you rush.
Okay.
But your goal in the backswing is give more wind up. Wind up and your body is ready so easily by using the leg and then throw. Throw the rope, throw the rope. Swing, 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 swing. Up and down motion, more up and down motion. Let it go. Up and down, exaggerated, up and down. Here. In the downswing, the same thing. You have to use the leg, and then throw instead of. When you try to increase the effort in the downswing, you go more like this. But instead, stand on the left side at the end. You should be able to stand on the left side. Now again, it shouldn't be this motion here, but rather here. From the bent knee here, as you push, that push will allow you to. No.
No.
Not this one here. Swing through. Turn around, using the leg action. No. It's not your right arm pushing down here. Rather, turning around. So use the left arm. Turn around. Still, this is actually similar here. Instead of doing this, turn around. Yes. Turn around. Then you have to use your left leg more actively. Now, both hands, turn around. Yes. Left leg action again. With the left leg action, turn around. So in order to swing hard, then just simply go higher. Good, wind up here and then swing and turn around.
Instead of doing like this.
Right, instead of pushing down. That push gives you excessive slide of the pelvis. Remember, push and touch, push and touch, push and touch. So that gives a rotation motion. Again, so actively throw around like that. Then you don't have to drag it down quite a bit, right? Just shallow and turn around. Then
it's hard to laterally shift and turn around like this.
right. So if your intention is let it go in the turnaround, then your left leg should support your body well. Then you have less deviation between the plane here and the down here. Use the left arm more, Throw, not, Still, as you turn more, still going down and then try to turn. But rather from here, just follow the expressway here. From here, if this is your target position, so from the back, top of backswing to this position, when the arms and club are aligned here, if you want to go from here to this position, instead of bring it down and then do anything, it's a detour. So from here, just to go straight to that position. It's an expressway. And no need to turn this way too much. Just to throw the rope. So good wind up and let it go. Good wind up, let it go. Good wind up, let it go. So what should happen is your right elbow will come in front of your body and then just let it go. Still you tend to turn a lot this way, basically pulling it in. However, instead of dropping the elbow and start the downswing like this, coming in front of your body. Okay. Again, rhythmic, make it rhythmic. Feel the motion of the rope. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Good. Wind up. Let it go. 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 Let me record this. Okay, ready, go. Swing, swing, let it go, wind up, 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 let it go. So as you repeat this motion again and again, if you really pay attention to the motion of the rope, then you will be able to downplay the pelvis slide, but you will have a more simplified motion. Okay? So you have a lot of sliding and then the moving pelvis backward quite a bit.
Okay.
This is the previous one. You can see, try to push with the right arm. This one, you're more letting it go. Try to turn, right?
Yeah.
Try to turn, but here you will see that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Drops.
pushing this in quite a bit. So this will gradually change, okay, gradually change as you repeat the rope swing. This is yours, so take it with you, and then work on the rope swing. The key in the rope swing is first to simplify the motion. So both ways, you have to move the rope consistently. In other words, establishing a reasonable swing plane. And then at the end, no rush. You have to wait until the rope goes around. Then let it go. If you rush, then you cannot control the rope that way. Both ways. You have to swing, wait until this goes here, and then start the backswing. Okay? Both ways. So that's the main purpose of the rope swing. Then we'll use something similar to the rope in the sense that it is flexible, but it's heavier. It's more difficult to handle. Okay? But because it has a heavy end here, you will be able to feel the motion of the whip easily. So try to, again, pay attention to the motion of the whip. Swing back and forth. Swing. Swing back and forth. As if you are swinging a rope. Feel the motion. Feel the motion. Feel the motion. Feel the motion. Swing. Swing. Yes, enough time at the end of backswing, and using the legs. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Oh, this motion is really good. Swing. 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 Good time at the top, and then let it go. Let it go. Yeah, that's good. So now this is heavier, right?
Much heavier, yeah.
But you are now working with it, good.
Okay.
So it's not too quick. Okay, you have enough size of motion here, and then with that you are swinging the whip. You are swinging through instead of just pulling it down. Yeah. Let it go all the way. Let it go all the way. Because it's a bit heavier, you cannot pull it in, too much, like a rope.
Yeah.
So this is, again, how we naturally progress. You have to deal with the different devices. So then,
So you get a good feel.
yeah, different devices have different physical characteristics. So, but when you can work with them, regardless of the weight and the flexibility and the length, if you can work with them, that means you are controlling your body really well. So depending on the demand, you quickly adjust and then let that motion happen, right?
Gotcha.
Again, swing back and forth. And as you swing back and forth, feel the rhythm, feel the leg action. Good, wind up and let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Swing. 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 Good. Swing. Yeah. Now, see how you are working with the orange whip. Swing. 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 So this is your original swing. If you look at the swing pattern, you just drop the right side and then try to just lift the arms up.
For sure.
But now, with the orange whip, the way you are working with the orange whip, you see the body action here. Letting it go, swing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, the goal here is to minimize the bending of the whip.
Okay.
So when you have a lot of bending here, that means the end of the whip still wants to go this way, but your hands are forcing it to go that way. Then you have bending here at the top. But if you give extra shoulder turn and have extra time here, then you will be able to wait until this is completed and then swing, swing, swing. So in order to wait here, you have to give extra shoulder turn.
Okay.
This is like the swing.
Sorry.
Wait until this is completed and then push. Wait and then push instead of. If you try to push it when it's moving toward you, then it's a collision. It's not pushing, right?
Right.
Boom, you have a problem. But here, using this backswing motion, let it go all the way and then swing. Let it go all the way and swing. Give enough time, then you'll be able to minimize the bending. Still, there will be a little bit of bending,
Sure.
but you'll be able to minimize the bending. So give extra shoulder turn at the end. So instead of fighting, let it go. Instead of fighting, let it go. Swing, yeah. Yes, and then wait a bit more, and then let it go. Let it go. Let it go, yeah. Now, in the downswing, put more effort using the leg, left leg. Wait enough, and then downswing, put more effort. Swing, 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 swing. And then at the end of the downswing is the same. Downswing here, wait a bit more.
Okay.
So the downswing completed and start the backswing.
Sure.
So both ends, when you have transition, give enough time. That doesn't mean it's a complete pause, but you're simply giving more time, okay? Both ways. Let it go, yes. Let it go. Use the left leg more actively, and then keep a little bit of up and down motion. Swing, 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 yes. So this motion has changed your swing pattern quite a bit. Now I don't see your intentional slide and then bring this down, because this is heavy. It's a bit challenging. Yeah. So in order to maintain the swing motion, you have to cut down all the unnecessary movements. Make sure you use your lower body to support the upper body, and then let the swing happen.
If I shift, it's very hard to come back to the
So,
backswing if I
yeah.
shift.
So when you shift, in order to maintain the continuous motion, then you have to initiate the opposite shift early on. As you're approaching to the end, you're already shifting, then you can start this motion. So when you have the shifted back
Overlap.
or recentering, early enough, then you can continue the motion. But if you just stay here, then try to go here, then you lose the control, continuous
I know
control.
It's very hard.
Yeah. Again. Yeah. Work with the orange whip. Swing. Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhythm. Swing. 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 Okay, swing 1, 2, 3. Wind up. Let it go. Like that. So when you want to swing hard in the downswing, then you have to have good winder. But overall now, your body is working with the orange whip quite well here. So that timing-wise, you see. And then your leg actions are now better here. So you will eventually, your body automatically understands that sliding the pelvis only or going backward like this does not help. So then you assume the body posture, which will allow you to swing the whip, right? So particularly when you deal with something heavier than the club, then it puts more burden on the body. Then your body automatically assumes better motion pattern.
Sure.
And also in this one now, your intention is not to bring this down, but rather this whole motion here. From here, just let it go. And then along the way, the head will hit the ball. Instead of your goal is to hit the ball like this. So swing through and then hit the ball.
Yeah.
So when you drive, you don't just gaze like 10 yards in front, right? 10 yards in front, then it's hard to manipulate the car.
Sure.
But if you maybe gaze, 50 yards ahead, then it's easy. And you can actually drive the car really straight. But if you here try to manipulate this, then it's hard. The same thing on the way down here. If your goal is just to hit the ball here, if in your image this is the main thing here, then you can have an error here at the end. But if your goal is to generate a good swing motion all the way here, so this is the start, this is the end, let's say. Going this way here, when you keep moving this, the error here will be a lot smaller. You have a lot more consistent conditions. Even the direction control is a lot better.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So in your image, you're swinging through all the way, and then along the way you are hitting the ball, right? So then just use your lower body in such a way that it really supports your upper body in this entire motion instead of
Trying to hit the ball.
yeah. So the orange whip swing was quite good. Okay. Now let's go to the club swing. Swing back and forth again, as if you're holding orange whip or a rope in your hand. Here's one difference, though. The rope is flexible, so even if your hands are a bit at the wrong position, but still the rope will flex, and then the rope will move. But now with this, if your hands are at the wrong place, or if you force the club, then the motion will be completely different. So you have to, again, let it go. Okay? So you're holding a club, but the image that you're holding a rope or orange whip, swing back and forth. Yes. Yes, make it rhythmic. Good. Swing, and then give more time at the top, and let it go. Give it extra shoulder turn, let it go. Extra shoulder turn, let it swing. Swing. Now, your body motion is really good. Yes, keep doing that. Swing. Good, wind up, let it go. Wind up, let it go. Yep. So the way you move your body now, you're really standing on the left side.
Yeah.
Swing, let it go, yeah. But if we go,
really the right arm is really
yeah.
the obstacle.
And then you're going to this position here. But now with the rhythmic motion, swing, look at this, swing. Yeah, so let me record this again.
Okay.
Give good dance. Okay, up and down. Okay, swing, wind up, let go. Wind up, let it 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 go. Yes. So now what happens is you are dealing with the entire motion instead of just this motion here. And then you start engaging your lower body better for this swing through.
I'm really focused on the at the end, like you said. Try to
Then you don't have to, you don't have to slide the pelvis that much.
Exactly, yeah.
Just yes. Continuous motion also. In order to have this continuous motion, you have to control your body, right?
Yeah.
Then you can have continuous motion. That means that you get rid of excessive body motion.
Wow.
Now, this is perfect. So let's go to stage 3 of the two-step swing drills.
Okay.
If we have enough time, then we'll go back to stage 2 and stage 1. But
Okay.
So let's start with stage 3. Maintain your regular stance. and then throw the club toward the target first, and then bring it back, and then downswing. Yes. So this is similar to the continuous motion, but we reduce it to just the 3 swings. So first the trigger motion, back swing, and then downswing. Okay. But the body, the way your body moves should be the same. Feel the same body motion. Yes. Now, in doing that, make the trigger motion more active and also particularly make the backswing faster, active, by using the shoulder turn. Okay, it's not arm driven, but rather from here, by turning the shoulder actively, let it go fast enough, and the weight, let it go. Okay, the flow is good, but the backswing was not fast enough. It's really slow, actually. And also at the end, so what should happen is in the downswing, you have acceleration and then deceleration, then nice stop. But in your swing currently, what it looks like is swing and the stop here. There's no nice slowdown at the end. So try to make the whole motion smooth. So you have a acceleration and deceleration here. Swing and stand on the left side and then finish nicely here. Okay. So stand on the left side at the end of the downswing. But good trigger and the active backswing. So still you have, you're dragging this all the way and then try to put a lot of effort here. That's why you have abrupt finish here. If you put good effort early on here and then let it go and it will slow down, but keep forcing it all the way. But you have to speed up your backswing more. Try to have the fastest backswing you can generate. Okay. To the level you feel a bit uncomfortable. So here. Not quite, because you're not using the right leg here. In order to have really active backswing, what should happen is, so throw here, right? Then left hip is higher. Then with that, you have to shift the body. Right knee is bent with this action. And then push the ground, push and then bring it back. So in other words, when you initiate this shift motion, try to go down a little bit and then push up. Use the right leg actively. No, it's just the turning. Try to lower the body a little bit and then push. That's better. Again. So with that, you have to come up with a really fast backswing. Yes. So now you are using the trigger motion to generate good backswing. Yes. But because still on the way down, you're pulling it down, so that's why the club head touches the mat. So just no need to pull it down. From here, just following the expressway, no detour. But from here, just turn and then let it go. But good trigger and the active backswing. Yes. And then have a good gauge control. Your gauge should be on the ball. Okay. Again. So as you repeat this stage 3, you will find the right rhythm. you will be able to find a more comfortable rhythm. Still, at the end, it's a bit rough, but you will be able to slow down nicely at the end. So keep doing this. But at the end, if in order to stand on the left side, you have to actually shift the weight to this side. So, and then instead of swinging and then finish it like this, you have to swing and stand on the right side so that your right leg does not have that much weight bearing here. Most is on the left side, right? So at the end, really stand on the left side and then finish. Still, it's just a stop somehow at the end. So let it go, smooth motion. Yeah, and then at this time, you have the more weight on the left side. Yeah, but now the overall motion pattern is a lot better. And you started to get rid of all these excessive motions. So what you can manipulate here is, so one time you have a big trigger motion and try to bring it. The second time, smaller trigger motion, but yet still you should be able to use the body. So now start manipulating the size of the trigger motion. However, the time contents should be similar. So whether you have a large trigger or smaller trigger, still you should have enough time here and then start with the leg action, okay? So from swing to swing, manipulate the size of the trigger motion. But it's a small, but the backswing is not that active. Even if it's a small trigger, but still your backswing should be active. Yes. So that kind of backswing. Now let's make a big trigger. Yeah, when you have a big trigger, you use the right leg better. When you have smaller trigger, still you should use the right leg in a similar way. Because ultimately, when we go to the normal swing, regular swing, it depends on how well you use the right leg. Okay? The transition can be smooth, or you may have to spend a lot of time, depending on how well you use the right leg. Yeah. And then in the trigger motion, use your body a bit more. So instead of just bringing the arms here, so your left side goes up, leg action. So when you use the left leg here, then you'll have unloading on the right side. Using that, you can have active backswing. And again, in order to have a good downswing, all you need is have a fast enough backswing and then large enough windup. So the shoulder windup in the backswing is really important. Okay, using small trigger, but using the right leg, you have to generate enough backswing motion. Again. This time it was too snappy, and then you brought in quite a bit. So from here, generate enough speed and then throw, and then let the arms and club go. So now, pay attention to this. By using the trigger motion, you are telling yourself in which direction you want to swing. So the plane for the trigger motion and then the plane for the downswing motion should be the same. But currently, your downswing plane is flatter here, going inward like this. So if using the trigger, you want to swing this way, and then again swing that way. Maintain the same swing plane. That's a bit better. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so from now on, when you swing harder in the downswing, just to keep good wind-up. That's all you need.
Okay.
Good wind-up, active backswing, then automatically you have a good downswing. And imagine here there's a big drum here. And then in the downswing, as you swing hard, you are hitting the drum, make a loud sound. But the drum is on your left side here. So your goal is not to just aiming the ball here, but aim this position here, all the way here, and then hit the drum, and the club just passes through where the ball is. Okay, now swing harder, particularly active backswing. You are rushed, and the backswing is not big enough. Give good wind up in the backswing. And then also, when you start the downswing, you still have to keep the shoulders closed. In other words, back toward the target. So go here, up here, from this position. You are starting the downswing with this, and then let it go at once, instead of quickly opening the chest. Okay? So start. Happy Gilmore. So start the shoulders closed with the back toward the target. From there, in one action, throw the hands and club toward the target. Then make the motion big enough. Again. Use the up and down motion. Use the legs more. Use the legs more. So give me this push motion here. So from the trigger, you're going slightly down and then push up and stand tall. And then as you go to downswing, toward the end of the backswing, you have to also drop the left side here by kicking and then let it go. So you should have a down motion in order to have a good up motion. Okay? Although the timing is important. So here, go push and then down this side and then turn. Push, shift and then down at the same time and then turn. So you have to use the leg better and create this up and down motion. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. And then as you have more active leg action, the swing becomes more active. Yeah, now stage 3. Mm-hmm. And then make again, for some reason your downswing stops somewhat abruptly here. But if you have a good action, swing and then keep enough wind up again here at the end of the downswing, instead of just stopping here. Okay. Keep enough motion. Okay? So you have overall this is a continuous motion from the top to the end of the downswing. Again. Make it continuous, make it continuous. Good, wind up, let it go. Again. Hold the club up a bit longer at the top. So almost like there you go. So say this. Vijay sing. Okay. Vijay, exaggerate Vijay. Vijay sing. Sing, you're using the leg and then let it go. Okay. After a good wind up. So if you shoot an arrow, build tension. Vijay sing.
And what am I doing now?
You're starting a bit early, and then you're not really developing this tension in your body. You have to feel the tension in your muscles. Using the backswing motion, you have a good wind up so that you feel the muscles, building the tension, and then using that to initiate. Let it go. Again. Let it go. So you have to initiate in the downswing. Yeah, the swing is getting more active. Okay. Wind up. Let it go. Yes. That's the timing is better now. Okay, so now let me record the stage 3. Okay, ready, stage 3, go. Ready, stage 3, go. So the swing motion here. See the flow of your motion.
Still need to go more up and down, huh?
Yeah, you think you're doing it, but actually you can go a lot more.
Yeah, barely moving.
And then so.
Because it feels like I'm exaggerating when I'm really not.
So that's why you have to watch what you're doing. So using a camera, I think there's an app which gives you a delayed, play of, delayed play. So when you do something, you can control the time, but swing and then wait, and then your mobile device will show your motion. So you can actually watch after the swing.
V1 does. You can get the app.
Oh, really?
There's others, but
Sure.
V1.
Yeah. So there should be some applications where you can control the time delay, then swing, and you can watch on your iPad or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now let's go to a stage 2. So start with a slightly narrow stance. If this is your regular stance, then bring left foot a bit more inside here. And then take this step, left step. Okay? Left step, and then let it go. So you're only taking step toward the target with the left leg. The same idea, trigger and active backswing, but take a step toward the target, swing again. The left step is a bit late. that left step should be done during the backswing, toward the end of the backswing. So, as you're going this way, let it go.
Have you ever seen anyone early? I've never seen anyone early with that step.
Early is really difficult, unless you go something like this. That step is coming from this leg push. So here, push, and then you have this step here. So unless you use this leg well, it's hard to take this step. And that this step is not reaching out, but you have to really drop your body that way. So push, and then you have to move the body this way. So that's why you have to use the right leg really well in the backswing. And also when you start the swing, you are just standing here and then kind of oscillating the arms here. Instead, keep it here. You have to move your body more like this. Okay? So that prepare your body for what's coming. You are a strong guy, so give me a really, really active swing, all the way. The trigger, backswing, and downswing, everything. Again. The sound is not fast enough. Let me show you. A 60-year-old guy, okay, how I sing. Okay, here's competition. Here we go. Okay. So make it more active. Yeah. So you have to use your body, particularly the lower body, to promote good rotation of the upper body. So whether you use the lower body to turn the upper body or not, that makes a big difference. Even if you take these steps, but if you just, the arms pretty much do the whole thing here, you cannot really use these. But if you have active turn, by pushing the ground, the active turn, using the body turn, try to throw. You need to have more active pelvis turn, okay, using the ground. Better, now better. Yeah. Better. Yeah, so you need to engage the lower body more and more. Particularly, you have to use the knee flexion extension actively. In order to use the ground well, you have to have active leg action like this, instead of just turning around here. So down and up, down and up. Down, up, down, up.
By not going down, it's very easy not to engage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in order to go up, you have to first go down. So as you shift, you have to drop that side. Okay? So at the end of the trigger motion, you will shift it to the right. And then in order to start this motion, it's not just the turning here, but you actually shift and then turn around your right hip. Okay? Turn around the right hip. So in that case, if you drop the right hip slightly and then push and then turn around, and also shift the left and the drop left side and then push and then. So that shift motion has to be done at the end of the turn. And then shift comes with the dropping. Again. Again. Yeah, so this is what you need to practice a lot. We got rid of the excessive pelvis slide and all these things. Your motion is getting simpler, but still you're not taking advantage of your lower body 100%. So imagine you have something really heavy, like a bag of cement. You want to load it onto the truck. Because it's heavy, you cannot use the arms and upper body only. Actually, if you have something really heavy, then what you will do is using the legs, throw. So this throw is coming from the leg action instead of the upper body action. The same thing here. When you want to develop good active motion here, the lower body, So almost you are keeping your hands in front of you, and you're turning the body by using the legs. Let it go. Yeah, you need to increase the speed by using the lower body. We got rid of all the unnecessary movements, but when you lose the balance, then it could be because of the gaze control. So gaze where the ball is. If your head turns with your body, then you lose balance. Again. Yes. So let it go, let it go, let it go. Feel the motion of the club head. Swing through, yes. But still, the left leg action is still weak. So here. Now let's do something called the horizontal swing here. Your hands are slight above the belt line here, about here, and they keep the club horizontal. And then also use the trigger motion first. Trigger and bring it up here, above the shoulder here. And then you'll swing. So, here. But I can certainly swing without using my left leg a lot. So it looks like this. This is possible, just turning this way. But what if I do this? So toward the end of the backswing, you will squat and then shift to the left side. That's when you have left step. Because if the right leg is active, then push and you will have a left step. That's the timing of squat and the shifting left side. From here, by kicking the ground with the left foot, swing, push the left leg actively. So horizontal swing.
So I'm just planting. I'm not really kicking that. I'm just.
Oh no, not planting. You have to actually push the ground actively. Okay, not kicking, but pushing actively. It's not. So you have to, in order to do that, you have to squat toward the end of the backswing and then shift at the same time toward the target. No. It's you just shift it. But here.
What am I doing?
You just this motion. You don't have up and down motion. Squat so that you can use the left knee. And also, on the way down, basically what your left leg does is push the pelvis back, the hip backward. Just going this way here. Instead, up here. Use a trigger motion. Use a trigger, and then toward the end of backswing. Yeah. So the key here is with the shift, you have to have a good amount of
Flex.
force, flexion, and also force acting on this side here. Eventually, what should happen is when you go here, you have to bear a lot of weight on on the left side, and then push. Then you will turn around the left hip. Okay? If you don't have enough weight shift, then your pelvis moves, your hip moves backward a lot. Yes, again, load onto left side. Okay. That timing is better. Yes, that timing is better. Yes. Yes. Now also what happens is you let the club go all the way instead of stopping here. But before what happened was you didn't shift the weight enough this way and then swing and stop somewhere here. Yeah, this is going that way. But now swing and then you're letting it go. Now drop it to the midway between the ball and the horizontal position,
Okay.
right?
Halfway. Okay.
Yeah, halfway, and then use a similar body action. Yeah, similar body action. And then stand up on the left side, swing. And as you swing, as you have a trigger into this, try to turn the body more, the shoulder more, instead of using the arms a lot. Okay. Turn. Yes. Then you can actually use your left leg more. Yes. Yeah. So when you start the shift this way here, the body is turned this way, and then when you start shifting that way, you are shifting almost backward. Right? You shift backward here, and then kick and then let it go. Then you have good amount of force acting on your left side. Now drop all the way down. So now it's your typical swing, and then stage 3. Now this becomes stage 3. Yes. Yes. Now your left leg is becoming more active. Yes. So the downswing is now faster. Okay. So let me record stage 3 again. All right. Ready, stage 3 again, go. Okay. Ready, stage 3, go. I think as you repeat this, you will be able to get more confidence, and then you'll be able to do more and more. But this is earlier stage 3. This is earlier stage 3. Now this is the last one. So you have a
Subtle difference.
always when you feel you are doing like
lot,
a lot, it's exaggerated, right? But when we see, it's not much.
Much,
So
yeah, yeah.
that's why you need to have a camera or something, so that you have to see objectively what you're doing.
Right.
Oh, it's not that much. Then you can add a bit more and see how it looks like.
Yeah.
So everything is just applies to everything, but knowing yourself is really important. So exactly knowing what you're doing
Yeah.
is important.
Sure.
So again, so this is the down the line view here. But you are rushing a little bit here. So the whole goal of when you do the step and the active backswing, if you use the body actively, so essentially by pushing the ground and then turn, you're generating turn. Turn motion is coming from a good push here. So push here, push and turn, and push and turn, and then push and turn, and push and turn. So it'll give you a good body turn, right? So from here, push and turn, good body turn here, push and turn, and then push and turn, and then push and turn here. So you need to have enough body turn by using the legs. So let's use the rocking board. So as soon as you put more force on this side, then it will drop. The same thing goes to here. So dropping is easy. If you have a 51% of force acting on this side, then it will drop. So here, keeping the arms here, drop, turn by pushing, drop, turn, drop, turn, drop, turn, drop, turn, drop, turn. Yeah. So let's say start from here, and then you shift it to this side. It will drop. By pushing the ground, with that you are turning your shoulders here. Okay, and then at the end you'll shift it to the left side. It drops to this side. And by pushing the ground and turn, and then go here, turn and then go here. Yeah, this tells, but this basically shows that you are still having a lot of trouble. So see me again. It's important to be able to see the pattern. Okay. Shift, turn, 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 shift, turn. So you have to shift first. Okay? Once it drops, then you push and turn. Yes. What I don't see is your active push and turn. The body turn is not from your upper body motion like this, but rather it's coming from leg push and then pelvis turn. Yeah. Turn, turn. Turn, at the end you are shifting here. The turn, push, turn. Intention of trying to turn this again. So shift it to the left. Is the left side dropped? And then the knee should be bent. No, the knee should be bent at this point. Yeah, here. No, do not slide the pelvis like this. So here, the left knee is bent. Now, by pushing the ground with the left leg, turn the pelvis and turn the shoulder. Turn here. Okay? And then shift the whole body to the right. It's not pelvis motion. Whole body to the right. And then, again, push the ground and turn. Not yet, not yet. So it's just a turn. And then shift this way, push and turn, and then shift that way, push and turn. Yeah, now continuously. Yeah. Yeah, now it's getting better. However, I want to hear heavier sound when you drop here. Heavier sound. Yes, yes. Turn, 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 shift turn, drop turn, drop turn, drop turn, drop turn, drop turn, drop turn. That shift motion, always the shift motion is coming from the push in the opposite direction. So when you have drop here and then when you push in the turn, at the end of this turn, you're pushing the ground outward. With that, you are initiating this motion here. Okay? So push and then going this way, push and going this way, and then push and going this way, push and go this way. Left, right, left, right. No. You broke away from the pattern. Initially, it was okay, but you lost it again. It's important to push the ground outward, down and outward laterally. So this outward push will give you this motion here. Push and then this.
Out, okay. Not just up. Oh.
The left side is okay, but right side is not. Again, you lost it.
Yeah.
You have to let your body shift both ways enough. With the whole body, the whole upper body together. And also, you're turning outward instead of turning inward.
What is that?
So if you are shifting this way, you are turning out left here instead of turning the right side in. Turning the left side out, turn the right side out, turn the left side out. With that, the other side will just follow. Instead of turning this side in, turning this side in. Always push out. Yeah. Yes. Right, left open, right open, left open, right open, left open, right open. Yeah, here we go. Yes, this is it. Yes.
Big difference.
Yes. So remember when we did it, push out, push out, push out. This is all about this side, push open, open, open. Instead of you pull it in, pull it in. Okay. So the same thing, push out, 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 out. That way you can use the leg to make the turn. Again. Now, yeah, it's a big difference. Yes. Swing. Left, right, left out, right out, left out, right out, left out, right out, left out, right out. Yes. Yeah, this is it. So always having the right image is important.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, like this. The continuous motion now.
Yeah.
Now, if you have the club in your hands, similar idea. So it's a opening this way, the opening this way. During the backswing, your goal is to open this way and then bring it as much as possible. And on the way down, opening this way, this side, and then throw it.
Okay.
Now, so hold your club. Yes. Yes. Swing faster, faster. Still on the way down. Still on the way down, you have a tendency of putting this in. On the way down, also throw left side out. The backswing is good, but in the downswing, you still have the tendency. So that way, you will be able to use the body first and then throw the arms club. Swing, swing, swing. Yes. Now you're using these muscles properly. You're a big guy. You have a good upper body. However, your downswing was not that fast. That means your way of using the muscle is not right. And the main thing is the image here. Always try to throw it out that way. Throw it out. Throw it out. So even in the backswing, by throwing it out, you can have a good wind up here. But if you always try to pull it down, then you don't have enough wind up because you want to go down right away, right? So again, stage 3. Stage 3 with the death fear. Throwing outward. Yes. 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 And then, so in order to throw well this way, from the backswing, in order to throw this way well, you have to have a good wind-up. From this wind-up position, at once, let it go. Instead of try to use this side, so you open and then try to do something. So go here, wind up, and from here, by shifting the left side here, using the left leg, kick and then throw at once in one motion. Okay? Again, good wind up and using the, yes. So imagine this. If the lower body is the locomotive and the upper body is the passenger, let's say, you want to turn good with the upper body, then more than anything, you have to use these muscles because these muscles are driving the whole upper body. Okay? So go up here using the big muscles here, try to turn and then add arm motion and then the wrist motion. So you have to engage these muscles. But in order to engage these muscles, first you have to use the legs first, and then pelvis turn, and then body turn, and then let it go. Okay? So have good wind up, keep your back toward the target when you start the downswing. And in one action, by using the legs and the core muscles here, let it go. Yes. Good body turn. Yes. Yep. Yeah, you can use, now you're using the body a lot better. So again. Good wind up, let it go. And your finished position is now better because you are not abruptly stopping. You're letting it go. Again, you tend to, when it drops hits the mat, that means you had this active motion here. When you have a right arm dominant swing here, this will drag all the way, and then you have to stop here. When you engage left arm more, let it go, throw, and all the way here. So by looking at the finished position, we can easily see whether it's a fairly right arm driven or left arm driven. Have more time at the top, more time at the good wind up. Yes. And have good weight shift to the left side. So stand on the left foot. Yeah. So now the motion is better. So whenever you try to throw out, you use the leg better, because as you saw in this reaching out practice here, in order to reach out here, your leg has to push the ground, and then bring the left hip up, and then push and touch the switch, push and touch the switch, push and touch the switch. So push out, out and out, instead of pulling it. Okay.
It's definitely, when I go back, it feels like it's so much further than what I'm used to.
So you have a bigger backswing, have more time, make sure you push it out, push it out and up. Okay, ready, go. Yes. Now we can hear this whipping sound. Whoosh, whoosh. But so this is the swing plane is a lot cleaner now.
Yeah.
Yeah, all you do is just out and then out and just throw. So the color motion is a lot cleaner. Your body motion is also a lot cleaner now. See? And then you see now you're going to this position here, the leg.
Right. It's so funny. It just feels like I'm dropping a lot, just barely any.
Yeah. So this is always what you need to practice. Again, stage 3 is really good for you.
Okay.
And then in doing this, again, push out, and also at home, make one the balance board or the rocking board. You can just find a small plywood and put a fulcrum underneath, then let it rock. You can cover it with the golf mat.
Sure.
And then practice this. Your main breakthrough today was this, using that board. Okay?
Okay.
So I was wondering why you could not swing, faster, the weight shift and then the timing. But now you can push it out, so the motion looks a lot simpler and more comfortable, and your leg straightens more. You're standing on the left side. Again, give me 3 of stage 3s. So this time, Vijay Singh. Yep. Yes. Yes. Now you're downswing. You're really putting effort here. Among these 3, the first one was weak. The downswing was weak. But second and third one, the downswing was a lot better.
I mean, it's so unnatural for me right now, to focus on get down and so.
Yeah. But this motion is really, actually, this is what we are born with. But you somehow went away from it.
Sure.
Could be the instruction,
Sure.
could be
Probably a little bit of both.
your mistake at the beginning,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
But you are deviated, but now you're coming back. And as you repeat this motion again and again, you will find it really natural.
Okay.
And then you will find the good flow, so you will feel comfortable. And then as you build more confidence, you will be able to swing it harder. Let it go. Let it go. But in order to increase the effort level, you have to use the legs more actively, particularly give good vertical rhythm. So the vertical rhythm is the backbone of everything. When you have a good vertical rhythm in place, then you can add the horizontal rhythm of separating the upper shoulder turn and the hip turn, right? But if you don't have this fundamental vertical rhythm, mostly it's a horizontal motion here. Then when you don't have the trigger motion, start from here, then you lose it. But when you have a vertical rhythm, then still you can do the same thing with active backswing. So now stage 3 and your regular swing. Are you going back today?
Yeah.
What time?
I think flight's at 6 something.
So we have enough time. So let's do maybe 20 more minutes. So stage 3, followed by your regular swing. Pretend that there is a ball there, okay? And then your regular swing. Yeah, but a bit rushed on the way down. And then also your shift here, the shift is a bit too early, and it's not coming from good leg action, but you just shift here early. So have a good push up and then shift this way. Okay? Push up and out, and then you have shift instead of already here. It's hard to actually use this leg. Only when we unload the leg, then we can load quite a bit after that. That's why we should have a stepping like action. So left side active, now right side is active, and then left side is active. So you have this step here. Okay? So only when you have good right leg action, that you can have a reasonable shift toward. Again, stage 3 in the regular. Yes. So the pattern is a lot better than your initial pattern. So in the regular swing, make sure that you have a good shift initially. Shift, and then with that, drop it slightly. Shift, and then push. Then it'll be easier to push. This action is the key. Okay? And then have enough backswing. Your goal in the backswing is to give enough wind up instead of quickly going down.
I'm not going to feel it. Yeah.
And then, again, throw out to the target.
It's hard without a trigger.
Yeah.
Juan, is some of that because his trigger is still so weak,
Yeah.
slow?
Yeah. Again, good. So regular swing. Yeah. Now let me see from here. Yeah, so the shift motion, this shift motion here is not just a continuous shift like this, but rather from this good push and then dropping, you are dropping on this side. When you have good push and then the body is dropping, with that you have this shift motion instead of it keeps shifting and then try to swing. That's why I say you have, again, still you have too much shift motion here. So push and then drop and then push. Imagine you have this triangular space or a cone-shaped space here. Your pelvis goes this much and straightened here. This is K. And then when you go here, reverse K, straightened here. But what's happening to you is you keep moving this way and then try to swing. So because of this motion, you cannot really swing hard. So push out and then push out and then push out and then push out. That's what the legs are doing. Push, push. And then you have to have this unweighting, the so-called unweighting. You have to good push and just drop the body to the left side. Naturally, it will slightly lean, and then this side goes down. With that, kick the ground and let it go, instead of intentionally try to move the whole body this way. Just drop left side a little bit.
So I'm still sliding, kind of.
Yeah. So that stills your timing and then your effort in the downswing. Yes. More active push with the right leg. Yes. Then all you need is a little bit of unweighting or the weightlessness. At the end of that push, and you have a little bit of weightlessness, and then kick the ground with the left leg. Yes. Yeah, so have a more vertical motion than this shift, too much shift to the target. Okay. And then now your regular swing. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, swing. Your swing is now a lot simpler. So then your transition from stage 3 to regular, that's your homework. You have to figure out a way to
blend the two,
yeah. So the key is shifting, initial shift and then push. In order to promote this, what we can do is a club is here, no trigger motion with a club, but you can move your body a little bit. Bring this up to the left side. So left side bears more force here, and then drop and then push. Up, drop and push. So that's why at the beginning, instead of standing here and then just to try to move like this, you have to actually move the body. So if it is the mat, that means you're dropping it quite a bit. So instead of swinging it through, right? So go up here, and then lean this way slightly. By kicking the ground, you can throw the club, hands and club toward the target, instead of just dropping. So swing through, and then turn around and stand on your left side. Yes, but definitely your swing pattern has changed quite a bit. Now let's put the ball here. Still, you will do a stage 3 and the regular. Okay. So do the stage 3 as your pre-shot routine, and in regular swing, hit the ball. But again, your image is the entire downswing, not the motion from the top of backswing to the impact, right? You have to continue this motion, and then club head happens to pass through where the ball is. When you drive, look ahead, right? That's okay. So when that happens, your club head is moving up, and then it had a thin shot. So as you swing, make sure the club head passes through where the ball is. So instead of avoiding the ball too early, continue this motion, let it go. Yep, that sounds good. You will quickly adjust, so I wouldn't worry about making the impact. But the key is maintaining similar movement pattern in your regular swing. That's the key. So always stage 3 and remind yourself, and then execute the regular swing with that rhythm. Yes. Oh, probably this is the best impact that I've seen today. This is the idea. Okay. Normally your ball went right, but now you are bringing slightly left side. That means you have a good control. You don't let the club head open, and then the ball goes to the right. So what happens is that earlier in your swing, you had this motion here, and then the arms come down here. So that's why you had to open outward swing plane. But now with this, your swing plane is a lot better aligned. So you have the confidence, okay, and then swing it through. Yeah, the ball direction was good, although it hit the wire or something. Still all the way down, you tend to drop it a little bit, but that's something you have to work on, okay? So always when you have push action, this dropping is done earlier during the backswing, and then on the way down, because your left leg is pushing, so you can control good distance here. So for the clean impact, left leg action is really important. Now let me record this. Okay.
So on the last one, I'm not falling back.
So give enough motion here. When you have a good wind up here and then slight reverse of your posture, it's hard to drop it here, because your body is in this position here.
So I'm not there though.
You're not going here. Yeah. So and then if you start turning from here, you will have a good distance. But go here and then you have slight dropping here. That's in a sense that's your signature motion. Okay. So give me state 3 and the regular. Go. Wow, the T stays there. And now your ball is going straight or slightly left. So that means you have good head control. Now you don't let the ball go way right here.
It's very hard to focus on something. I know that my knee's not flexing,
Yeah, but currently your stage 3 is pretty good. The flow is pretty good. So as you repeat the stage 3, then start giving a little bit more up and down feel. That's all you need. And with that, more active turn and then let it go. All right. So stage 3 and the regular, go. Yeah, so the ball direction control is a lot better now. Yeah, you didn't hit anything to the right, but in your practice shot, some of the good impact ones were all going to the right.
Because of that slide. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if you look at your particular down the line view, see the stage 3, the flow. Oh,
Yeah.
it's really simple now. Just repeat this and then add a bit more body turn and then give more time at the end, but that's all you need. Yeah, so you have enough club motion. Okay, in the backswing, you have enough club motion. So you don't have to worry about that, but just it's a matter of giving good wind up here, from here, shift, and then by kicking the left leg and then let it go here and then continue.
So I feel like, do I need more shoulder turn on my back?
Just to give a bit more shoulder
A little
turn.
bit more.
And then your orange whip swing was really good
Okay.
because it was heavier, so automatically you go there.
You have to.
Yeah. So keep working on that.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is it.
Okay.
But the bottom line is we sort of got rid of your excessive pelvis slide, and then simplify the swing quite a bit. And then as you repeat this rhythm again and again, you will be able to add more vertical rhythm.
Okay.
And with that, with the leg push and then turn the body, leg push and then turn the body, and push out, reach out instead of pulling this in. So go here, let it go all the way out, and then from here, let it go all the way out instead of go here and then try to pull it.
Dr. I have a real hard time I understand the pulling down, but I have a hard time knowing when I'm doing that. When you're like, oh, I pulled it down. How am I supposed to know? I mean.
So naturally, when you pull, what happens is you have a rushed downswing.
Okay.
Before this is matured,
Yeah.
then you will try to pull it down,
Ah.
coming down here.
Yes.
So if you have enough time here, then automatically you will be able to solve a lot of it already. So give good, almost, if I exaggerate it, almost like this motion. You wait until the body drops. Body drops. Because my body is leaning this way. Body drops, this will give you the recentering motion. So you don't have to continuously moving like this, but rather by using this push and then you don't let the body go that way anymore, then have more time here. So when this happens, when you wait this much, swing, then you will not be able to pull it right
So
away.
a lot of my right arm down is because I'm rushing. I'm not letting it mature. I want to start the down sequence.
Yeah. So when with the orange whip, I said minimize the bending, right? That means you have to give enough time. So until it finishes, and then start the downswing.
Makes sense.
So all these are interconnected.
Yes.
When you use the ground well, then naturally you have more time here. When you have enough shoulder turn, you have more time. But if you don't use the ground that well, then it's hard to have more time here. You tend to rush. Or these are all interrelated.
It's not like you can just stop one thing and then you have to do everything.
But the nice thing is that because all these are interrelated, if you fix something correctly, then all others will be affected to a certain extent. So you'll be able to solve those as well. But then it's important to change the most fundamental one, which is this leg action. When you have good leg action, this becomes easier, and also you can have more time, and then you can swing through instead of rushing and pulling it down. So if you have to choose one thing, then it'll be the right leg action during the back swing. So drop and then push up. So with this, you have a good reverse pivot posture. This is straightened here. The K shape here, right? Wait here, and then wait, and then let it go, naturally. So when you are in this position, no need to intentionally shift here, because your body is already leaned this way here. Still more force is acting on the right side, right leg, but your body is already preparing for the next one. From here, just push, and then this leg pushes, then automatically you're going to this position here. So you don't have to shift a lot. So this is a cone-shaped space. You're moving within this. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually, you don't need that much slide.
Slide. Okay. Okay.
And as you add more and more effort, so in order to add more effort, then you have to use the left leg more, and then this will give you confidence. As your ball goes farther and farther, you build the confidence, then you will be able to really,
Flex it.
throw it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it takes some time. However, you are in the first step, in the right direction. So your flow in the stage 3 is really good. So maintain that, and then add a little bit more rotation this way and or this way. And then more push here and the push here. With that, you naturally have a reverse pivot posture in the triangular shape here. And K, reverse K here. Yeah, that image. Okay. And then swing through all the way instead of try to do something here.
Yeah, I mean, that's, for me, that's the hardest to get rid of, because I don't feel like I'm doing that, when you're telling. But I guess reverse pivot will make it.
Yeah, even for the impact control, the phase control, if you image the initial position and then the final position somewhere here, you keep going continuously, then you have not much error here. But if this is your destination, from here to change body posture, from here to here, you have a lot of things. But if you let it go all the way, swing through, and then reach the target position somewhere there, then when the club passes through the impact, you have a reasonably well aligned, face direction, right?
Okay.
So always look ahead. When you drive, you look ahead. Then you'll be able to drive straight.
Okay.
But if you look at this here, only pay attention to this motion here, then you can have a lot of error here.
Okay.
So instead of thinking, okay, let's hit the ball and see what's going to happen after that, rather than this, your intention is to swing the club head along this path and all the way here. So your target position is somewhere here. And the whole motion is a one-piece motion. And the swing, let it go, but guide the club head to where the ball is. That's what you need to practice on the range.
Okay.
Yeah, deal with this large motion. And then if you have to adjust the direction, you'll have to deal with the entire motion instead of this here.